Hey, hey, happy Monday. Welcome back to Monday Kick in the Pants. Angela Fallon here, also known as your lifestyle leader, bringing you a gentle push each week to help you level up in your life, fill you with a little boost of Monday motivation, and provide you a few tips to help you accelerate your success in 10 minutes or less. That's the goal. We tend to get really close there, but we also seem to have success almost every week. All right. So, welcome back to Monday Kick of the Pants. As I said, um, the title of this one is January is for Dreaming. Now, I don't want you to take this title as you can only dream in January. You can always dream, you can dream every day. Please do, in fact. However, January seems to be the month that everyone does January New Year resolutions. Everyone does New Year's resolutions. Maybe not everybody. A lot of people do. But then, as we talked about last week, it's pretty rare that people actually stick to it past about 10 days, past like the first 2 weeks of the year. And considering today is the 10th, ninth, today's the ninth, we're getting close to people already dropping off, right? So that doesn't mean you should just give up. It doesn't hurt to stop and start over again. You can dream anytime. Like I said, you can dream any month. However, most people do it in January. I actually try to back that up a little bit and start thinking about in December, even sometimes late November, of what my goals are going to be for the next year based on how my current year was shaping up. But I actually like to sit down with my husband pretty regularly and we talk about dreaming. Some people call this dreamlining. I just call it dreaming. I like it whenever we dream together. Instead of January resolutions for just you, I actually really recommend that people sit down with their loved ones and talk openly about dreams. In fact, my husband was on a trip this weekend and um, just like multiple states away. And so I was at home with our three boys, and my oldest and I spent quite a bit of time together, and he looks just like his dad. However, he acts a lot like his mom. And he and I sat and we talked about goals for the year. What do you want to do this year? What do you want to accomplish? Are you going to try a different position in football? Are you going to keep trying other sports and seeing if there's something else you like better? Things like that. What are your goals for school? What are your goals for the summer? Those are the things that he and I kind of sat down and talked about. And I actually walked through some process that there's multiple processes for setting goals. And again, you can do them yearly, you can do them whenever. But there's one that the book 4 Hour Work Week, and actually many other people do this one too. I think even Earl Nightingale talked about it. What do you want to be, have, and do? Some people say have, be, do. You can flip them around, whatever. But what do you want to have in the next 6 months or 12 months? What do you want to be in the next 6 months or 12 months? What do you want to do in the next 6 months or 12 months? And I walked him through the process, and then I gave him a few examples of things that I was wanting to do for this upcoming year, how I want to be a better mom, how I want to be a better leader, spouse, how I want to have someone who actually does our pool maintenance for us instead of us doing it, because it seems to be nonstop. And I think if somebody was coming the same time every week, it would be more consistent and it would be more successful, honestly, at maintaining our pool. Is it something we can do? Absolutely. Please excuse the background noise. I believe my neighbor is now going to clean up all his leaves. This is life. I'm a real person. This is real life. So yes, there is lawnmowers or leaf blowers in my yard next to me. Anywho, we went through this process of what do you want to have, be, and do. And I was actually a little surprised with some of the things that he wanted to talk about. But I really enjoyed the time we spent together, and I could kind of guide him through the process. And we did some dreaming together, and it was really nice. And I told him about some of the dreams that his dad and I have for vacations this year. We plan out our vacations usually in December as well. We're still kind of going through that process for I think we know everything except for spring break, which is interesting because it's like the first one that hits us in the face, right? We don't have a plan for spring break yet, but we try to do something at least quarterly with our kids, even if it's like a long weekend. Like we may go to Houston to hang out with grandparents and aunts and uncles and things like that. But it was nice to just sit and talk to him about what our plans are, including, like I said, my husband and I have plans for, what are our vacation plans for the year? What are our goals for the year as a team and individually? My husband and I both have different goals in certain things. We both have businesses outside of work, and we both have like health goals and savings goals and things we want to do to, the house we live in here is 25 years old. The cabin we have in New Mexico is 50 years old. And both of them need some updates throughout the year. So we have to have a plan for that too. Where's the money coming? When's the best time to do that? So those are all things that they're not really New Year's resolutions, but they're things that we both jointly want to do, and they have to be planned. And sometimes it's things that are absolutely necessary, like we have a broken window in one of our homes that we are fixing very soon. And then other things it would be nice to upgrade a few things. That's where like the dreaming comes in. There's dreaming, and then there's things out of necessity, right? But they all have to come together, and they have to work together in a plan. But those things kind of go with, have, be, and do, right? So if you want to hear more about that, I highly recommend you go read the book, 4 Hour Work Week, or you can look at, goal setting with have, be, and do. You can find it just about anywhere. But we wrap up that session with my son, and I told him, like, all right, so you have these goals and you have these top, say, 4 dreams that you want to accomplish in the next 6 months. What are the first 3 steps that you can take? He's like, well, I need to go do some research on what job I'm going to have this summer. And I'm like, that is too vague. You have to get down to the lowest level of what you can do in the next 5-10 minutes. And maybe that's Google the best job for a 15-year-old in the summer that's flexible and makes the most money, or something like that. I mean, there's searches you can do out there that are like that, and you might be surprised what actually pops up. I said the next thing you can probably do is go ask all of your grandparents, parents, or friends' parents that all know lots of people in the area or have their own businesses, and ask them what they think is the best thing for a 15-year-old to do for a job this summer that meets your goals, which is make as much money as you can, because he wants to save as much money as he can, and be flexible so he can go on the family vacations that we have planned this summer. Like, for instance, my birthday, that's in July. And we're supposed to go to Hawaii in June with my parents and other family. So that's like the next couple of steps you could do, and you can do that now. You don't put down actions that are going to take you 3 months to do, because that's too high level. You have to dig deeper to start being actionable in what your goals are, what your dreams are. Use whatever words you like, and that's what you need to start doing. And then once you accomplish those, it should be something you should do today. And then tonight you go back and look at what those top 4 dreams are that you are taking action on those dreams and goals. And what are the next 3 steps that you can accomplish tomorrow? And again, it has to be something so granular that you can actually accomplish it within the next 24 or 48 hours. You have to do that. Even if you write down, make a call to so-and-so to do more research, whatever that is, right? So that's what I really want to challenge you to do. Instead of making some sort of high-level resolution, I know we kind of talked about this a little bit last week. What are your dreams that you may want to have, be, or do this year? And what is that first 2 or 3 steps? And they have to be steps that you can do today, tomorrow at the latest. They really should be at such a granular level, though, that you could do it today. So that's what I want to challenge you with. I would love to hear what some of those things are that you're going to start taking action on. And let me know if there's anything that I can to help you. Is there anything I can support you on? I would love to hear about this from you all. So please share that below wherever you're tuning in, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook. I would love to hear from you all. And I'd love to be here to cheer you on and support you. All right. So we're about here running out of time. It's good to see you all again. Here we are in January 2023. And I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you get out there and crush your goals.